Lemongrass chicken stir fry. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's nice and glazed with that sort of fish sauce and soy around the edge. Really simple, but unique and a different way to stir fry. Hey guys, I'm Jeremy from School of Wok here in London in Covent Garden, and we are here for a Wok Wednesday sponsored by our friends Neff. We're going to start with a curry paste. And a curry paste, you'd usually think, is there for a curry. But curry pastes are great and really versatile, and they're great for things like a stir fry too. So the first thing we're going to do is start sort of pounding a load of these sort of base aromatic spices. I've got some turmeric here, and this is fresh turmeric. The first thing I'm going to do is give that a bash, and then because I don't want to sort of stain my fingers too much, that can go straight into the pestle and mortar. Got some ginger. So your ginger can join the turmeric. Some garlic. Now it's lemongrass chicken stir fry. Just give them a good bash. Take your anger out on the lemongrass. And I want to use all of this lemongrass. Don't sort of worry about sort of faffing around with peeling out all the outer layers. Some spring onion. I'm just running over the spring onion roughly so I can get all the sort of juices out of the spring onion when that hits the pestle and mortar too. And the ease of this dish is that everything's going into one sort of pestle and mortar, and once you've done that, the rest is just simple. And then some chilli. Now I'm going to use half of this chilli for garnish, and then the other half I'll put into the actual paste. The last thing I need to chop up for my paste is some lime leaves. I'm just taking the stalks off so that when it goes into the paste, you don't get sort of a chunky bit of lime leaf stalk. With the lime leaves, little trick with a knife is just to roll them up nice and tightly so that it's easier to slice into. And then I've got some onion here. I just want a few slices of onion to flash fry into this as well. Some Thai basil leaves, which I'll just pick and leave to the very end to just sort of fold in whole. Time to get pounding. Last couple of things I'm going to do is going to make up a quick sauce and then slice up my chicken, and then we'll start cooking. Some chicken stock, not a lot, just a small amount of chicken stock. I'm going to add about a tablespoon or so of fish sauce and the same amount of light soy. And then to balance out that saltiness, because fish sauce and light soy can both be quite salty, I've got about half a tablespoon of palm sugar. My sauce is there, my chicken. I've got chicken thighs here, and I want them to be quite sort of chunky, not too thin. Now, there are simple ways to stir fry, and there are layers of flavor that you could do as well. And I'm gonna go for layers of flavor using the same ingredients. And so the idea with this is that if you marinate your meat, then you'll get sort of a base of that flavor in the actual meat itself before you then pound more flavor into the meat through the stir frying. And we'll take some of that stock as well and then give that a good massage through. Now the rest of this is all gonna happen right here by the wok hob. And thanks to Neff, we've got a serious wok hob. We're gonna get that on a high heat. And my round bottom wok just sits perfectly on there. Swirl that oil into the wok and get it to a really good smoking point. Once it's smoking hot, then lay your chicken in. And with this initial searing of chicken, you don't want to move your wok around too much, because if you move it too much, you'll lose heat. Once you've seared the chicken for about a minute or two, then you can start to just fold that through, and you get this lovely sort of colouring around the pieces of chicken. Now that that chicken is nicely seared, you just want to push it to the sides even more. And that's just so that I can cook up some of the extra paste. Then add your onions. Your onions are in, bring your chicken over the top so that it doesn't burn. And again, I've been building up that heat, cooking through that extra lemongrass paste. And I'm gonna cook this to a point where those onions just start to wilt and relax into the wok. And then I'm gonna build up heat again. Now, you wanna get to a point where you're almost choking the whole room up, and then we're gonna pour in the sauce. We're gonna pour this in round the edge of the wok. Allow it to bubble and just get underneath that. So don't flick the wok around too much at this point. Once 90% of that liquid has gone into chicken and out of the wok, I'm gonna add these whole lime leaves in. And the fragrance of those fresh lime leaves will again to add an extra layer of flavor. You can see now the sauce from the chicken has evaporated enough that I can flick it through quite easily. And at this point, you can add a good handful of those fresh basil leaves. Switch that off, serve it up. My simple but layered lemongrass chicken stir fry. I mean, I can just smell how fragrant this all is. You get a hit of the lemongrass straight away. And actually, lemongrass and the lime leaves kind of married together so perfectly that the lime leaves sort of punch the lemongrass flavor into your taste buds. This is so simple, but that layering of flavor is important if you want to get it perfect. Thank you, Neff, for helping us with that perfection. And if you like this type of stir fry and you want to sort of learn more about the intricacies of stir frying, check out our other videos here. See you next time.